Hi, it's Shanice, and today I'm going to show you how to create your Nearpod add-on. So let's go. We're going to actually just open slides, and you can open Google Slides from anywhere, whether it be from your drive, whether it be from your classroom. You open the slides. All right, so I'm going to create a blank slide. Let's set up my lesson. All right, so moment it comes up, I'm going to create the select the theme. All right, let's use this one. All right, so today we're looking at comparing decimals. Alright, so add my name down here. Mm. Add another slide, put my objective in. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we know what our objectives um your objective is. The next thing that we're gonna do is actually now use Nearpod in our, and you shouldn't be aware by now. If not, Nearpod is an add-on, so we have to actually get Nearpod. You should just go to add-on, click get add-on. We have the option to type right here in the search bar or search in the list of popular add-ons. Here it is. So we're going to install it. Continue. All right. So I'm going to choose the account that I want to install it on. All right. Give it permission. Allow. All right. So it be set up in a minute or two, and you're good to go. Awesome. Close that. All right, now I'm going to retrieve Nearpod. So I go back over and I go back to add on, go to Nearpod, open Nearpod. Here it comes. All right, so after third, I just log in to set it up completely. All right, with your Nearpod account ready. Oh, wrong account I clicked on. Hmm. All right. So when we open our Nearpod, this is what we're going to actually see, and you have a number of options. It's an awesome add-on. The only thing is that in the Nearpod library, what happens is that you only get a limited amount of Nearpod slides that you can actually create. But what I've learned is that you can create as many accounts and you can share the slides that you have created or the lesson that you have created to another account and have them there. So you could all have all the term one in another account or the term two in another account. And when you're ready to use them, you just share them out of those accounts. All right. So there's a way around it. if you don't want to go to the paid version. So let's just get into the lesson now. So we have our objective, and for adventure, we want to find out. Maybe you're gonna run a poll what they know, all right? Or you want to, if you want to recap the lesson that they did yesterday or last week, whichever. You can also run a poll also. So just a quick question to see what their response is. All right, so I'm gonna ask. I think say nothing. What is it for them to read nothing? All right, scroll down to other answer. Alright, so I'm a pro. You could add, if you want, you can add an image, an audio. You can allow multiple answers depending on what your poll is about. It's a simple poll, so I'm not going to turn on multiple answers, just one answer I want, one of the three. Alright, so I click save. Voila. My first Nearpod slide has been created. So I'm now gauging my students' knowledge as we're entering the lesson. So I know how far I need to go, how many students I'm going to have to actually spend more time with. All right. The next thing that I need to do is that I'm going to get into the lesson now. All right. So I can always add either a website with web content. If I want, I can go to a video. So I think I'm going to use a video at this time. So let's go into the video. All right. So I have options. I could actually take a video from YouTube, use one of the Nearpod videos that are there, or upload my own video that I've created. Alright, so we're gonna look in the library. Alright, so we'll see if they have any. If not, we just go to YouTube. Alright, so we have a number of video here that we can actually look at. Okay. So here we have one for grade 5 and 6. So let's look at this one. Grade 5 to 8. And if you notice in between there are little dots, are what these are indicating they have had questions in. So we can also create our own. I'm going to show you one to create. I'm going to go, we're going to take one from YouTube and add our own questions, or we can actually upload this one also. All right. So if we just move down, or as to order. All right. All the following from least to greatest. All right. And the students will have this on screen, and they'll be given the option now to actually write in them in the correct order, because it's an open-ended question. We can actually open it and show you. So here it is. Mm-hmm. To the next one. Here we have a question. It says, which of the following has the smallest digit in the 100 place? Alright, so let's leave that as it is. We're just gonna add this. So you have the option now. So I'm gonna show you now how to actually upload your own video. So this one was from the Nearpod library. Alright, give it a minute to upload. Alright, so there it is. Alright, so we're gonna go back in and we're gonna actually just go get our own video. So we're gonna go to YouTube first. We're gonna actually find our video that we want to, we're gonna paste in our URL, or we could search for it in there. But it's easier to just go to YouTube, find the video, and just use your URL. Alright. Alright, so comparing this one for grade 5. Scroll down for the one that you love. Alright, I like this one. So I'm going to take the URL for this one.
What? Still searching YouTube for math help?
So click on YouTube. It's going to ask you to enter your search first. Okay. I'm entering the URL this time. I could have entered comparing decimals. Alright. Click save. Alright, so now we have our video. We just play it through, and then you actually just choose a position along the question, along it. Along this.
Today we are going to learn how to compare two decimals. Let's say I'm told to compare using the. Today we are going to learn how to compare. Let's cross those out and move over to the next place value. When I look here, 1 and 1 are also the same. We'll cross those out too and move over again. 5 and 5 are the. Well, 5 and 5 are the same, so we'll cross them out and 0.3 must be the bigger number. The big open side faces the bigger number. Compare using these three symbols the numbers 21.357 and 21.375.
So we have the option now to actually use an open-ended question, or we can use multiple choice. So let's just go open-ended first. So they're gonna get the option to actually use one of these, alright, to compare, to share, when they're gonna write their answers. Alright, see. Okay. So we have that question in. You could go along again the line, pick up again.
The bigger number, and the small pointy the largest place value. But
okay. Could add another question. This time multiple choice. Alright, so we're comparing these. Which one is the largest? Just gonna copy. Oops. Alright, we know that this one will be the largest one, so we'll choose that one. And then we click save. And so that's what we add or items along the timeline of a video to make the video interactive. I'll see you. All right, so now we have created our video. We can add another slide. All right, so for instance, now want to gauge their knowledge. All right, so let us let them critical think. I'm gonna bring up the collaborator board. All right. Now I'm just gonna ask them to just share what they have learned so far. All right, so the question if a classmate was absent, so the person was not in school, explain to him or her how to compare two decimals. So I will get their response on the board. You have the option to choose any of these background. I love this background, so I use that one. The beautiful about it now, when they write their response, it will give me the option to, as a teacher, to actually check the response first before I post it out on the screen. The students will read and like, so they can press like to see which of the responses are the best they like. All right, so that is collaboratable. No, it will give me an idea as to what they have learned thus far, and then I'm gonna roll into another option, which is a Joy. Joy now allows me to allow them to write. All right, some more to share now. So they're gonna do an interactive activity. And what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna upload a background for them to work with. So I'm gonna go in. I've already saved a worksheet, so this is great for worksheet. Joy is great for worksheet. So for easy access, I just put on my desktop. Alright, there. Alright, voila. Pull it out. Now my students will be given the Joy tool allows them to actually draw on it. Alright, to allow them to type, so they can actually type. So they have a typing option, and they can actually draw the symbols in the box. Alright. So let's see how we can get the maximum. Right. Bring it down a little bit so we can see everything else can make a little bit too small. Alright, position it. Awesome. Alright. Then we set, save it. Alright. There's another option now. We can put in other options. So here's what we can put in. We can put in audio, we can put in a BBC video. There are the videos that are there. You can add a field chip, you can put in fill in the blank. Alright. You can also add a flip grid. You can compare, suppose you're doing vocabulary. So you can actually use the compare and pair. So you have one add on the meaning, add the word, add on the picture, and so this one is great for building vocabulary. You have the memory test, you have the 3D Nearpod. All right, we read open-ended question already. All right, we did the poll, we can add a quiz. All right. All right, so we can use time to climb. Time to climb is fun. So if you want, you can work in between using the quiz and time to climb. All right. So let me do a quiz question and then I'll show you time to climb quickly. And time to climb is fun because as they're climbing up the hill or going through, if you choose the aquatic theme, you're actually answering question and then at the end they will be on the podium with the leaderboard and they will get their prize. So if you're doing the quiz, you can put in your quiz title. All right, so we're comparing decimals. All right. You add your first question, it can be multiple choice. All right. So you have the option to add, so you can add your question here. So let's go. All right, and your answers. You can add a picture if you want to, or you can put in an audio or okay. You can add the timer. But like for my students, I don't want to give them time, but if you want, you can always add the time to each question, how long you want them to actually answer the question. All right, so the first question is compare. All right, let us say this, which number all right, so which of the two numbers is the largest? And these are my two numbers. All right, so put it up here. All right, and then all I need to do is to just make them my answer and choose the one that is the correct answer. Okay, click this. All right, so which one is the largest number? Both of them are 43, so this one is the largest number. All right, if I want, I can click and I can add another question like that. And then I type my number 2 question, compare. And as I said, you can add a picture. So if you wanted, you could actually write the picture in Word or in slides or whatever and save it as a picture. And then you upload it if you want to. So there are so many ways around using these tools. All right, or you can take it from even from this website and actually save it as a picture, upload it. All right, using greater than, less than, or equal. So we're gonna compare using that 0.576 and 5.876. Alright, so just gonna take it again. We're gonna take these, put them together. Let's say these. We're gonna put the symbols in between. Okay. Greater than, less than, add an answer. Equal. So we know that this one is the answer. So we have added our 2 questions for now. Alright, we click save. And that's how we create your quiz. Okay. Alright, let's now create a time to climb, which I think is very fun. You can, as I said, you use one or the other. You can either use a quiz or use the time to climb. But the time to climb is more fun. It has music in the background, so you can use the same question. So or I could just use other questions. use that the same question or alright. So I could add a reference image and I could add my answers down the bottom now. Alright, let's go. Could also add choose the type of question, so I choose if I want the question to be the answer to be an image. I could also put the answer to be an image in terms of the type of answer. And all I have to do is toggle between the two. So if I switch this to this, it will are you sure you want to change your answer type? You will lose the answer you have to. So it actually, let me just finish this one and then I show you how to do it. Mm-hmm. Scroll down again, add an answer. Alright, so add another question. As I was saying now, you have the option to choose between a text answer and an image answer. Now it allows you now to go in and to choose an image as your answer. So you click here and it opens up. You click on the upload icon. You can upload from Drive and from the cloud and from Dropbox, anywhere you want to upload your image from, and it will come in as your answer. So it's just wide. Alright, the moment you have done that, you click save. Okay, we need to finish the one that we have. I'm gonna remove it for now. Alright, so we have our question. We need to choose our answer. Which one is the answer? The answer is this one in this case. Alright, click save, and our time to climb will be done. Alright, so now that's how we actually create our web create our Nearpod activity. There's one other content thing that I was saying we could have done is a web content. There's a website that you have some information on that you want the students to actually to go to and to find some information. You click on web and then you just enter the URL and just click on web content, click web URL. Alright, for instance, if I wanted to go to ixl.com. Alright, so let me scroll down and find decimals. Okay. Alright, comparing decimal numbers. Alright, so this is the one that we need. So we go in, I copy the URL from there, and I go into my Nearpod. And all I have to do now is to just paste the URL, tell me to test my link to see if it's working. And it's just going to open back the website to show me whether or not it's working or it's broken. And it goes directly to where I want it to go. So therefore it's good. Alright, so all I need to do is scroll down, click save, and it works for any subject. Suppose you're doing social study, you want to read up on additional reading, you can actually just link it to a website. If you're doing science and you want them to do apps, so you want to do your extension of your lesson or your elaboration, you can do it. I can use web content also, or if you just add in information in your lesson, you can use that web content. So here we have the options that we can use. Alright, it was great. So the next thing sharing this video. So next thing that we can do is actually now save. And when we click save, it's gonna go to Nearpod. Remember, for it to actually work, it has to be run on the Nearpod platform. Alright, now we're in Nearpod. It gives you now the option, it's gonna save it. After it has saved it, it's gonna give you the option to use to actually allow your student to do self-paced or asynchronous learning. And then it also allows you to do alright. and it also allows you to do synchronous learning. So we're finished creating our Nearpod interactive slides. So we're gonna click save. We know that for it to actually work, for us to actually utilize the interactive features, we have got to save it as a Nearpod slide. Alright, so here it is being saved in my library. Alright, you can create folders in your library. These are the options. Alright, you also have the option, while it is being saved here, you have the option. If you look to your left, you can actually get a chance to see report. You can go to the Nearpod library and search for other Nearpod lessons that have been created. Here is one that was taken from the library. Alright, so we have the option now to actually select student based learning, so you can add the code and the link to your classroom for your students to actually interact with Nearpod. The only thing is that this lasts, because it's a free version, it lasts for 1 month. That is the student piece, or starting counting from the day that you have created it. And then if you use a live participation option, it lasts for 2 weeks. All right. So after that, the code would have need to be regenerated. All right, each time, and that is easy to do. You just come back and click on the button and you regenerate it, and you have to just repost it back to your classroom if you so desire. Or you set times where you can actually do so, or pay for the upgraded version so you can always be active. All right, so your students can all at all times can go into the classroom and utilize the content. All right, so we're going to add it to our classroom. So we click on live participation because that's how we'd have actually used it. Or depending, so you have the two options, it works just the same way. All right, just click on the button and choose the option that you want. So waiting for it to come up is going to bring up dialog box. It gives you the option to actually give the students the code. So they go to Nearpod, they type in this code, you access it. But you can also add it to your classroom, or you can actually take the link. And what is easy, if you want to, and you're teaching a lesson on the fly, you can just copy the link and paste it in like your Google Meet chat, and they are in the lesson. All right. If I click on Google Classroom, it gives me the option now to create it, all right, or add it to the classroom, but actually add it either as an assignment or material or question, depending on what you're gonna do. Because the lesson is interactive, you're gonna choose there. So I choose, say I want to add it there. All right, so it gives me the option now to choose any of these ways in which I want to add it to my classroom. So I could add it as an assignment. Then I would ask them for additional information or work in the classroom. If I don't want anything additional, just teaching a lesson, I just add it as a material. All right. So if I click material and I click go, it will be added to my classroom. All I need to do is enter the title. All right, and there the lesson is. All right, choose a topic. Be under mathematics. So scroll down. All right. Okay. Now use turn to mathematics and voila. Alright. And then all I have to do after I put in my title, comparing decimal, all I need to do is just click post and it will post it in my classroom. And I click review and it takes me to my classroom. Alright, so if you scroll down, I'll see it in the stream. There it is. Alright. Okay, so we go back. This is what you will actually see when you're presenting your lesson. You see this is the board that I actually show you the slides. Here you have the option to see your students as they're added, as they enter the room. You'll see the list of students that enter the room. You are able to see all slides by clicking there to advance to the slides. Suppose you want to skip one, skip a few. All right, you can always advance it by clicking on those. You can whenever you're doing like the draw it, or you're doing anything that will show their names that you don't want their names to be shown, you can add student names and then you post out the work. All right, it's ready for the draw it activity. You advance by clicking on the arrow to the right, and if you want to go back, you click on the arrow to the left. All right. So we go there, back, forward, forward. All right. Okay. Then here's our poll. Wanted to bring up our video, right? Now, the thing about when you're working with a video, you have the option now to choose teacher play. So the video plays on the teacher's device and the questions appear on student device. So especially when you have students that have different bandwidths, and some of them are saying, Miss, it's not playing on my device. It's better you just choose teacher play, and then the question will appear on their screen. If they have faster bandwidth and everybody is able to be at the same pace or whatever, you choose student play. I can't normally choose teacher play. All right, and then I play the video, advance it, and they go through the video. I want you to really do not click this arrow until you are finished. Keep on advancing using this arrow. All right. So to play it, if you click, you leave the video. If you click this arrow, you'll advance and go to the next slide. But if you click, you keep on advancing through the timeline of the video. All right. So just to let you know about that. All right. Our next video is here. That will put into, remember, we're showing a demonstration how to take one from the library and how to actually create our own by adding questions to the timeline. We'll move on. And you go through, when you reach to here, it's going to generate, this is the Joy tool. It's going to generate different slides for all the students in your class. All right. So it's taking some time to generate it. And this is what your students are going to see. So what you're seeing is the back end. You're seeing what is it that the students will see. Waiting for this to generate a different slide. Oh, totally forgot. The reason why it's not generating the different slides is because what? There's no students in the classroom, so you cannot generate them unless the students is there. But each student will get one of these. So each student will get one of these, and they're able to use the draw a tool to write on, to draw on. All right. And then we go to right to the end. All right. All right. So that's what Nearpod is all about. We could have put a poll at the end also to find out how the lesson was, if they are they have learned anything, if they have not, if they are pro, if they need to redo the lesson. We could also put a poll at the end. All right. So thank you for being a part of this session. I hope you learned a lot. Bye for now.